Hello Cancer, welcome to my channel. I'm Rebecca Gabriel from Sage Awakenings. We're going to be doing your card reading for the month of July. I hope you're keeping well, Cancer. This is your birthday month, so a very happy birthday to you. Let's pull a few cards to start with from the Energy Oracle deck to see what's going on, what's the theme for your reading for the month of July. Thank you, Spirit Guides and Angels, for Cancer. What have we got for Cancer, please? Well, it seems like in the first instance, Spirit is encouraging you to be very mindful of your energy, to rest, give yourself some time out here. It feels to me like you're getting ready to contemplate some new choices and decisions in your life. You're sort of at that place where you're looking outside of what is familiar to you, which we have with this card here, pondering the possibilities of, do I move? Do I travel? What are my options out there for improvement in life? Sometimes it's also because there's a little bit of feeling unsettled, not entirely happy with your current situation. Not that it's really bad, but you're kind of wondering what else. So this is probably why you're needing to have some time to rest and reflect, a little bit of time out for you. Perhaps things have been a little bit chaotic leading up to this period of time. Maybe you've been overworked. Maybe there's been a lot going on, but it's put you in this place of wondering what else. Perhaps you're formulating some dreams and goals for yourself. So we see that in the month of July, you're looking at your options, the possibilities. What else could you do and how could you do it? I'm getting the sense that probably what might be encouraged for you is to have a look at different avenues and different ways of perhaps approaching the situation or even problem solving. Maybe it's having a lens of curiosity to explore what else could be, rather than the traditional route of what everybody else seems to be saying or suggesting is the regular way to move forward. Either way, I'm getting the sense that you're really desiring a better lifestyle, something that's going to give you more quality, ease, peace, good sense of well-being. So let's pull some tarot cards for you, Cancer, to see what is coming up, what's needed for you. You certainly are in this place of pondering, and at the same time, I'm also sensing there's a lot of appreciation for the good life, appreciation for what is. Maybe you've just got this time and space at the moment to consider alternative ways of living. I'm not getting the energy of a lot of stress, but more about a peaceful reflection, that you actually have the time to do this. Okay, what have we got? Yeah, there is definitely this calling to your higher self or from your higher self, where I feel that you're going to be asked to step up, share more of you from the point of view of the gift that you have that you bring to others. And this is a good place. It's a good feeling. So the Judgment card is speaking to your purpose and your calling in this lifetime. Sometimes, in order to fulfill your purpose and that calling, it may feel that at times it takes a lot out of you, and hence the reason for the Rest and Rejuvenation card. And yes, perhaps at times it's asking you to draw on your inner strength, the courage to continue doing what you're doing, But I do feel, Cancer, that you find that inner courage and strength within you. It is part of your nature. I also see that there's, with this resilience and external toughness, is an inner softness and empathy for others. So you're coming from a place of a great deal of care and support for others. What's probably really important is to ensure that you are doing that for yourself. There's a certain aspect to this situation which kind of makes me feel that you may be ready to consider other ways of doing things, perhaps refining your strategy. With the Six of Swords, there's something here that I feel like you're making the decision to move on from, realizing that something in the mix of all of this isn't actually helping you to support your well-being anymore. So this is part of your self-reflection and assessment of your current situation. Is it that you are feeling a little worn out by this calling, by all of this giving, providing support for others? Hence the reason for you looking to the horizon for alternatives. Eventually, Cancer, it's the catalyst for you to want to create significant change. Something here in the mix shifts quite dramatically. So we see that with the Tower card. Now, whether that is circumstances that come about to create a sudden change, it may be that something is calling you to travel overseas or to attend to something, because it's followed by the Chariot card, where there's a sense of urgency here. So something has definitely shifted here, Cancer, where you're having to take some action as a result of a change. So let's take a look with a little bit more detail around this sudden change. Yes, what I'm feeling and sensing is that there's news here that is part of that catalyst and change. So, Cancer, I'm just feeling into the message here. You're certainly wanting to create more balance in your life. So the Six of Pentacles, again, comes back to that inner conversation that you're having with yourself about, how do I ensure my well-being? How do I ensure that there's a balance for the amount of energy that I'm giving out and the support and the care that I'm giving? Can I also give that to myself? And the Temperance card is confirming that too, the importance of balance, patience for the changes that you'd like to see happen in your life. You know, when change happens and the Chariot card steps in, it's sort of, these two cards kind of want to balance each other out. You know, there's an aspect, well, something urgent is taking place, but Spirit is saying, temper the urgency, take a moment to breathe and find the balance in this situation. Do you need to pause to see whether or not it actually requires your attention? If you would like to share in the comment box what that is about, that could be really helpful. It will be different for some of you. Yeah. And of course, if the reading doesn't resonate for you, you can just push this aside and take what does. All right, we'll pull some more cards here for you. So I'm seeing family gatherings here and a shift in terms of things improving. The Wheel card is things are in motion, but what it's doing is it's creating an inevitable change and progression to the situation. But for you, Cancer, You're having to deal with some conflict. So is that conflict with family? Is it that you need to rise above a situation that's a little bit tricky? Certainly, Cancer, I feel that you're being encouraged to do that, to see the bigger picture here. And in that way, whatever the circumstance that is presenting itself in July and creates this shift, it enables you to take the necessary steps to move forward with the Knight of Pentacles. And certainly now you're in a situation where you're looking to the future. What is ahead? I'm sorry, I've got that back to the front. What is ahead for you, Cancer? Again, I get the sense for some of you that it's to do with being overseas. Something overseas is or across the ocean is calling you. And I just dropped a card. We have the Justice card here, which to me is very similar to the Judgment card. It's also speaking to me about everything coming back into balance again, and if it's got anything to do with legalities or a shift in your lifestyle in terms of what is fair in your energy output. Yeah, there's definitely a reordering of things in your life, Cancer, that is going to help you improve your well-being. But there's a period of time in July where you're definitely sorting through some challenging thoughts, where you're trying to make sense of things right now. And the Eight of Swords indicates that perhaps you're not seeing everything entirely clearly right now, and you're feeling a little bit confused, maybe restricted in what you would like to do, and this is sort of, along with a little bit of the conflict here, perhaps there are other people that are adding to that sense of confusion and chaos for you. So it's kind of flipping between something that needs to be sorted and you maintaining balance and your well-being in this process. What else for Cancer, please? Yeah. Ultimately, what it's doing is it's pointing to a fresh new beginning. So the Regeneration card, it really has been involving you. I can really feel that you've been going through something quite intensively, and as a result, by the end of the month, it's like a fresh start for you. So, thank goodness you've got so much inner strength within you, and no doubt the reason why straight up in the reading, Spirit is saying, make sure you give yourself time for rest and to consider alternative ways to take care of your well-being during this period of time. For some of you, I'm getting a sense there's a loss. You're feeling a little bit out on your own, and this is perhaps just a momentary thing. We've got the Orphaned card here. So when we're having difficulties, it's true that we can at times feel like we're the only one going through that situation. But hold on there. Don't give up. It is about a period of time of change. And ultimately, Spirit is overseeing you, providing you the guidance and protection. You truly are blessed, Cancer. And I do feel that you will get through this, whatever this shift and this change is, it will pass on through. And you will, for a moment in time, feel as if you need to give yourself time to ask the questions of yourself about why things may have occurred, your part in the situation, and certainly leading to, well, what's your purpose now? What is most important to you out of all of the things that have unfolded? What is your higher self asking you to see and take notice of? So obviously a lot of inner thinking, analysing, questioning what you need to pay attention to, what you need to leave behind. And I feel that with the Princess of Swords here, through all of this, it is important to speak your truth, even if you are tentatively doing it and experimenting with how to test the waters in new ideas and how to express that. We got the Strength card again coming up, which really tells me that not to give up, just to keep going and to find that strength to tackle the things that feel challenging, the adversities that may be there. You really do have the ability to do that. So don't be afraid to say what's on your mind, Cancer, and to express what you need to express right now. What else for Cancer? Yeah, the Four of Cups. Again, I know that you are considering your emotions and how you feel, and the idea that you do have plenty to be grateful for. It's interesting, in this particular card deck, we've got ships sailing here, and again I keep getting that sense that there's something overseas. Yes, the water and the cups represent your emotions. I feel like you're needing and wanting to guard your emotions, protect your emotions, but also it's a place of conserving your energy and just being in that space where if you need to set aside time to be with yourself, then I would do that. You are at a time where you are wanting to fill your cup and experience from the heart what you need to experience in terms of healing and just taking care of your well-being. Okay, so we'll pull some cards from the Power Tarot deck for you. Yeah, this is beautiful. Look, it really is just moving into a fabulous renewal, because we had the regeneration card, but the Sun card is such a beautiful promise of things improving for you. And it's because you have this wonderful ability to be positive in your thinking. And this is really what helps you to shine. This is your gift when it comes to talking about the Strength card, which you have twice here, as your ability to see the upside of everything and even of people. So that positive energy definitely enables you to shine and to rise above any particular challenges or difficulties. You know that you've got a lot to do. Perhaps you feel quite responsible for things that are happening around you. So taking account of the details of really good planning is going to help you in the month of July. And I feel that you'll have someone beside you that is very supportive, someone that you can trust, and someone who understands you and what you're going through. So the horse here is that beautiful, strong support that you have by your side all the time. And how blessed are you to have that in your life, Cancer. All right, we'll pull a couple of cards from the Guardian Angel Tarot. Thank you, Spirit Guides and Angels. Eight of Abundance. Well, things are stepping up in terms of activity, and you may be looking at how you can improve your skills in a certain area. It may be a significant time of learning around something at the moment, and you may be researching, getting more information, or even attending a seminar or a course of study here to assist you with the work that you do, which I'm really getting the sense is really about healing and caring and providing that support to other people. So it may be for some of you that you're even looking at a career move or a new job. And if this is the case, then keep following that line of thought, because it appears that you'll be quite successful in your efforts here. So that's fantastic. Yes, and by the time you're getting to the end of the month, there are peaceful times on the horizon. So Six of Thought, which is what we had previously, Six of Swords, Six of Thought here, is leaving things behind that have been challenging and messy, chaotic, but they're finished with. You've dealt with some matters, and now the storms that have been have now passed, and you're moving on with a great sense of a job well done, really. And as we said before, balance coming back into your life. And now it's about really appreciating the good things in life and how you can have more of that in your life. Connecting with family is important to you, and really taking care of your emotional well-being. So whatever was challenging has now become something of the past. And again, I've got this card also is speaking about travel over water, maybe to another country, definitely to another location. So perhaps you may be considering some time out and some holiday time to rest and recover, which would be a really good thing to do. Let's finish your reading, Cancer, for the month of July. Thank you, Spirit Guides and Angels. A final note for Cancer. Yeah, this is so similar. You're coming back to the beginning of the reading when you're now contemplating, after having gone through and dealt with some things, contemplating a better lifestyle, what's on the horizon for you. So we've got two cards saying this, looking out into the horizon of what else you could do. You know that it's time for a change, because repeating the same old isn't going to work for you. You know that you need a fresh start. Otherwise, you'll have that sense of being on repeat and not being able to make progress in your life. So consider this a gentle nudge, my friends, for it's time to move on and look at your health and well-being and your fulfillment in life. And I think you'll be certainly finding some options for yourself to move on. Well, I'm going to leave it at that, Cancer. I really hope you've enjoyed this reading. Let me know in the comments. Let me know what's going on for you and how this resonated for you. And then just a little message I'd like to share for the women who are in their midlife. If you are going through a period of change and transformation and you'd like a little bit of assistance in navigating that, how you can come back to the truth of who you are, time for you to recognize your natural gifts and talents and perhaps reassess the pathway forward, let me know. I'm available for personal coaching, but I also have just recently created this amazing program called the C Program for Women, specifically to assist you with this time of change. It's a self-paced program, but you do get an opportunity to mix and be in the company of other like-minded women. In any case, if this sounds like it could be of interest to you, I have some information in the description box below, and I would love to help you with any questions. Have a wonderful month in July, Cancer, and I look forward to connecting with you again soon. Bye now.